Talk about patting your head and rubbing your belly. I'm using two cell phones at the same time. I got one on flashlight mode. I got one on record mode. Today is the first Wednesday of the new month. So I'm hoping that there's a lot of good citizens of Neenah, Wisconsin gathered around here at City Hall talking about ways to make the city better. I'd like to be here today. That's a want, but I need to take my son to the pool to get his exercise. So I'm making it a habit to come here on the day when the good hearts and minds gather to try to make our community better, to be with them in spirit. And I'm really, really rooting for them and everybody that's trying to make life better for the kids of Neenah and kids of Wisconsin, kids of the United States, and kids of the whole world. So what would I talk about if I had my 5 minutes of fame? Well, I talk about how I went to see the Grand Marshal, Bob Lace, and how I made his wife cry. You know, you take your life in your own hands when you make the wife of a Marine cry. But they were not tears of sadness. They were tears of joy, tears of pride. Because you know what? Bob Lace is a good man, and he's done a lot, I can tell, to make the community, the state, and the nation a better place. I have a lot of stories. I'm kind of a storyteller, so it would be hard for me to pick all the stories that I want to tell with just 5 minutes. Here's the current mayor. I'm going to go to the internet and look up the article that she wrote, which was fascinating, and I want to read that again. Apparently, all the newspapers are online. Just got to go to neenahnews.com. I think the story that I would tell the city of Neenah is about this young lady who was mayor of Neenah from 1982 to 1998. And I think she's 91 years old now. And my friend William, $2 Bill, and I were at Festival Foods playing the accordion and collecting money for the Salvation Army in the Red Bucket. And a young lady, young at heart lady, came to us and gave us a little money and a little bit of time and a little bit of magic. And then she left. And then $2 Bill told me, he says, "Do you know who that was?" I'm like, "No, Bill, tell me, who was it?" "That was the mayor." And he told me all about her and her history, and it was a very, very interesting story. And then the mayor came back, and she smiled and said, "You put an earworm in my head." And she stopped and took the time, and she told William a story in French about a goat and a fox. And it was just the most magical, magical moment. I wish I could have taped William's face. He was like a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old, just entranced with joy, listening to a story, a simple children's story in a foreign language. Bill speaks like 68 different languages, so anytime he gets a chance to talk to someone in another language, he's happy. Well, anytime I get a chance to share kindness with the world, I am happy. And I am here to say that the mayor's display of kindness to my friend, $2 Bill, William, it's something I will never forget. And I hope that other people learn of it too, because that kind of kindness is the kind of kindness that changes the world. Light up the darkness.